Hello dear students, welcome to the another video tutorial of your own channel Digitonus, your gateway to digital education. Now this video is for class 9th student opted information technology IT 402 as their additional subject. This video is in continuation with my previous video, that is for class 9th unit 3 digital documentation part 3. Now in today's video, that is part 4 of the video, we are going to cover the further topics, that is how to create and manage tables in digital documentation, that is MS Word. So we will learn today how to create tables and how to manage it by using different options like inserting tables using all the methods, then how to insert rows and columns, how to delete rows and columns, then splitting and merging of cells, and in the last we will learn or we will discuss about the printing option. So this is going to be the last part of this unit 3 digital documentation. So let's start with the video tutorial. Now as you can see on my screen that I have opened, I am opening the program, that is MS Word, and then we will open the same file in which we have worked in our previous videos. For the time being the software gets open, that is MS Word, what we can do, we can discuss that there are three ways to insert a table. By three method we can insert a table in MS Word. So we will discuss the method one by one. Once let me delete the content first. Okay. Now how to insert a table in MS Word? There are three methods. The first method is, that is we can go to the insert tab, you can see on the screen. Clicking on the insert tab, then in the tables group there is an option table. When you click on that, you will find a grid view. The first method is that inserting table using grid view. Okay. Now we can select the number of columns and number of rows we want to have in our table from this grid view. Okay. And then after selecting the number of columns and rows, you just click on the last particular cell of this grid view and the table will be inserted. So this is the first method to insert a table in your document. Next method is using the insert table dialog box. So for that again I am going to the insert tab, then I am selecting the table option under the table group. Now after this grid view you will find a option, you will find a feature, that is insert table. So once you click on this insert table dialog box will get open. Now here what you have to do, you have to select the number of columns and number of rows that are required in our table. So like suppose I am selecting number of columns, I want 3 and number of rows 5. Okay. So in the number of columns I have placed the value 3, in number of rows I have placed the value 5, and then I am clicking on OK button. So as soon as I am clicking on OK button, the desired table with the desired number of columns and rows will get inserted in my document. This is the second method. Now the third method is that we can draw the table on our own. For that again go to the insert tab. In the table option you will find an option, that is draw table. Once you select this, your cursor, your mouse pointer will change into a pencil icon. Okay. Now what you can do here, you can just draw a table. The first thing is that we will draw a boundary. When we will draw a table, the first is that we have to draw a boundary of that. So we have drawn the boundary. Now we will make the number of columns. Suppose this is first column. We have to place our pencil at the edge, then only the columns or the rows will get inserted. This is third and this is fourth. So we have inserted the column, then we want to make the rows. To place it at the left edge and drag it to the right. Place it at the left edge and drag it to the right. So whatever number of rows you want, whatever number of columns you require, the same number of rows and columns you can draw. Once you have drawn this table, now you have to bring your cursor to the normal pointer shape. For that what you have to do, you will go to the layout tab and there is an option, that is draw table. It is active now. Okay, right now it is active, that's why the cursor is coming in a pencil symbol. Now once you click on this draw table, the cursor will come into the normal part. Fine. So there are generally three methods to insert table in our document. The first method is using the grid view, second method is using insert table dialog box, and the third method is that is using you can draw the table on your own. Fine. Now moving further, what we need to do, suppose in my first row I am writing something like column A, B, C, D, E and F, and here I am writing row 1, 2, 3. So I have given some details in my table. Now suppose we want to insert a new column A, B, C, D, E, F. We have already these 6 columns, but we want to insert a new column, and we want to insert a new column where? Just to the left of column C. Okay, that is also there, means you can insert a row or a column, and that is you can insert it at a specific place also. Fine. So suppose I want to insert a column, a new column to the left of my column C. जो हमारा column C है उसके left side में एक नया column हमें चाहिए, तो what we can do, again there are two methods by which you can insert the column. First is, okay, click in the cell where the column C is written, you have to click there, right click, then there is a option will come, that is insert. In the drop down menu select the option insert, and then select the option that is insert column to the left. So once you select this option, new column will be inserted to the left of the selected column. जो column हमने select किया था उसके left side में एक नया column insert हो जाएगा. Same again, suppose I want to have a column, okay, after column D. I want to insert a new column after column D. So again I will click here, I will make the selection in the column D, right click, then go to the insert and use the option insert column to the right. So once I select this option, a new column will get inserted at the right side of my selected column. Now same thing is there with the row. Right now we have inserted columns. Same way, similarly we can insert the rows. Now the option, that is the change is there, that you can insert a column to the left or right side of the selected, but row, in case of row you can insert the row above and below of the selected row. Okay. Now suppose I want to have a new row just above the second. So I will click on the second cell where the numeric number 2 is written, right click, go to the insert and use the option insert rows above. This way you can insert the row. Now suppose I want to insert a row after row number 2, just below it. So again I will right click here, I will go to the insert option and use the option that is insert rows below. So new row will get inserted at the below of the selected row. This is the first method. The next method is, that is select the particular cell or the row, go to the layout tab of the table tools, and there in the rows and columns group you will find the two same option, that is insert above or insert below. These two options are for rows, insert above and insert below you can find, and these two options, that is insert left or right, are for columns. Insert left, a new column is there, and insert right, after E a new column is there. So two ways we have, either we can just right click and select the option insert and the desired option, or we can go to the layout tab and from there also we can insert our rows and columns. Okay. Now we have inserted the rows and columns, but how to delete? Now suppose in the second table I have given row number column 1, 2, 3. Now suppose I want to delete, I want to delete this column number 2, I do not want. So what I can do, I will just click here in the desired column which I want to delete, go to the layout tab. Now in the rows and columns group there is an option that is delete, select the option, click here and then select the option that is delete columns if you want to delete a column. So the column will get deleted. If you want to delete a row, select that particular row, okay, go to the layout tab again, go to the delete option and now select the option that is delete rows. So particular row will get deleted. Same way we can delete it using the shortcut method. Right click on the selected rows or column, select the option delete cells and then select the option delete entire row or delete entire column to delete a specific row or column. So I am selected delete entire row, so row C will get deleted. I hope this thing is clear, how you can insert rows and columns and how you can delete rows and columns for your table. Okay. Now suppose you want to delete the complete table at once. We don't want to delete rows and columns, but what we want? We want to delete the complete table at once. For that, what we have to do? Look at that screen. Now when you click on a table, whether it is any of the table you click inside, the table become active. That table become active and you can see just at the टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर ऑफ द टेबल, जो टेबल का टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर है, अगर उस पर आप देखेंगे यू विल फाइंड अ प्लस साइन. सपोज आई हैव सेलेक्टेड द सेकंड टेबल. नाउ हियर आल्सो अ प्लस साइन इज देयर इन द टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर. आई एम सेलेक्टिंग द थर्ड टेबल, अगेन दैट प्लस साइन इज देयर एट द टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर. नाउ दिस प्लस साइन इज नोन एज टेबल हैंडल. दिस इज अ टेबल हैंडल बटन. Okay, and this is also very useful. Now click on this plus sign. Now the complete table will get selected. Go to the delete option in the layout tab and select the option that is delete table. So this will delete the table permanently, completely in one go. Okay, again suppose I have selected this second table. Now clicking on this table handle button, it select the complete table at once. Go to the delete option under the layout tab and use the option that is delete table. So the table will get deleted permanently in one go. Fine. Now next thing come, that is splitting and merging. The next option is that is splitting and merging. So suppose A, B, C, D, E, okay, and row we have 1 and 2. Now splitting and merging is another advantage we have in table tools. Now what do you mean by merging? First we will discuss the option that is merging. Merging means, suppose a table is made up of rows and columns, we all know. Okay. Now in second row, how many columns are there? I have 5 columns. Now we can say them as a cell also, because intersection of row and column is known as cell. Now in the first row where 1 is written, I have 5 cells. Now suppose I want to make these 3 cells which are different. Okay, right now I want to merge them at once. इन तीनों cells को मुझे merge करके एक बनाना है, तो that is called merging. Merging means when we combine or merge 2 or more cells together. Fine. So how to do that? Select the number of cells you want to merge, either horizontally or vertically. It works in both ways. So I am selecting it at horizontally. So I have selected all the 3 cells. Now go to the layout tab again, okay, and then in the merge group there is an option that is merge cell. So when you select this option merge cell, all the 3 cells which you have selected will get merged into one. You can see now there is only one cell. Fine. So this is horizontally. Now suppose I have selected these 2 cells of column E. Okay. After the selection, go to the layout tab. In the merge group, select the option merge cell. Then it will merge the cell vertically. So merging means to combine 2 or more cells together. Fine. Now we come to splitting. What do you mean by splitting? Splitting means to divide. Okay. Split means to divide. To divide a single cell into multiple rows and column. यानी एक सिंगल सेल को, ठीक है ना, किस में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं हम, किस में स्प्लिट कर रहे हैं, इनटू द नंबर ऑफ रोज एंड कॉलम. नाउ सपोज आई हैव दिस सिंगल सेल विच आई हैव जस्ट मर्ज. इसको मुझे अब डिवाइड करना है, ठीक है ना. आई हैव टू डिवाइड इट, आई हैव टू स्प्लिट इट. तो सेलेक्ट दैट पर्टिकुलर सेल विच यू वांट टू स्प्लिट. गो टू द लेआउट टैब. In the layout tab under the merge group, you will find an option that is split cell. Select the option. Now it will ask number of cells or number of columns or number of rows you want in the specific cell you have selected. Now it is asking for number of columns, so I have given I want 3 columns inside this selected cell, and number of rows I want 2 rows and 3 columns I want, and click on OK. So your cell will get splitted into the required number of columns and rows which you want. This is called splitting. Splitting means dividing the cell into the number of rows and columns, okay, as required. Fine. Now we have another option, that is copying and pasting. Copying a table. Suppose I have this table and I want to copy it. I want to make a copy of this and want to paste it in some other location. So what I can do, I will just click on the table handle that is on the top left corner. Table handle button is there. Select the table by clicking on it. Right click on the table handle button. You will right click here and select the option that is copy. Fine. Once you have copied the table, you go to a new location wherever you want to paste it and press Ctrl V. Ctrl V is the shortcut for paste. So once you use Ctrl V, the same table with same data, same appearance will get pasted on a new location. That is called copying a table. Now next option comes, that is moving. What do you mean by moving? Moving means to move a table from one place to another. Suppose I want what I am writing, something I have written here. I want this table not at this position but on a new location. So in that case I will move it. So for moving we have command that is cut and paste. So again you will right click on the table handle button, select the option cut. Now move to a new location and then again paste. So the table has been moved from one location to the another. Now there is no table at the previous location. That is called moving. Moving you can also do. Just click on the table handle button. Table handle button के ऊपर आपको क्लिक करना है. Keep the mouse button pressed. Mouse button को दबा के रखना है and then you can drag the table. आप टेबल को ड्रैग कर सकते हैं and reaching at the desired location just release the mouse button. So you can have a table at the particular location. That is also called moving by dragging method. Okay. Next is that you can split the table also. Splitting the table means suppose you want to split this table, a single table into 2. So that you can also do. Go to the layout tab, then go to the option in the merge. There is an option that is split table. Split table means dividing a single table into 2. एक ही टेबल को दो टेबल्स में बना देना, दो टेबल्स में डिवाइड कर देना. That is called split table. So where you have to place the cursor, suppose I want to split this table from number 1, row number 1. जहाँ हमारी रो 1 है वहाँ से मैं इसको स्प्लिट करना चाहता हूँ. तो I will click here, I bring the cursor with that number 1 row, then go to the layout tab and select the option that is split. Now you can see one row is here, that is A, B, C, D, E, and second row now has been made by splitting option. So splitting table means to divide a single table into 2. Fine. Okay. Now this much is only about the tables. What else you can do? You can change the table style. Select the table. Go to the design tab under the table tools. You will find a group that is table styles. Now from here you can choose a desired style. There are so many inbuilt styles given. So you can choose any one. Whatever you want. So this will change the layout of your table. Fine. Okay. Now coming to the last option of this unit 3 digital documentation, that is printing a document. Now printing a document means suppose you have this document and you want to print it. आपको print करना है document. So there are number of options which are there inside the printing command. So we will discuss each one of them. Let's move to the print area. Now for printing what I am doing, you have two options. Either you can go to the file menu and you can select the option print. This will open a print window with all the options present, or what else you can do, you can directly press Ctrl plus P from the keyboard. Ctrl plus P is the shortcut key for printing a document. Fine. Now there are so many options. Let's discuss each option one by one. The first option is that copies. Copies means how much copy you require of your document. Suppose I have 2 pages in my document or 10 pages and I want 30 copies. So I will write here 30. The number of copies I required. Okay. Next is printer. Printer means that whatever printer, whatever hardware device that is printer is installed on your computer, all it will show here. जितने भी printer आपके system पे install होंगे, all the systems will be shown. And the one, okay, which is just you can see that there is a printer in the list which has a tick mark, green tick mark, okay, green circle with a tick mark. It means that this printer is currently in use. जिस प्रिंटर के ऊपर भी ये टिक मार्क होगा, that is a green circle with a tick mark, you can definitely understand that this is the default printer and this is the printer which is currently active. Fine. So we will select this option only. If you have another printer, if you want to select another printer from the list, you can do so. Okay. Next is that is setting. Setting means all the settings related to printing are here. The first one is what you want to print. Again, suppose I have 10 pages in my document. If I want to print all the 10 pages, so I will use the option that is print all pages. अगर मुझे 10 के 10 पेज प्रिंट करने हैं तो मैं क्या यूज करूंगा, print all pages. If I want to print a range out of the 10, suppose I want to print pages from 3 to 7, only pages 3 to 7, then what I will do, I will go to the pages option under this print all and I will write here 3-7. So 3-7 means that the pages from the complete document, only the pages from 3 to 7 will get printed. That is a range. Another option is there, that is print current page. Current page means the page which is visible right now, only that page will get printed. Fine. Now there is another option, that is print one-sided or print on both sides. Print one-sided means that one document, one page on one sheet. Suppose you have 10 pages in your document, so each page will get printed on one sheet. So there will be 10 sheets in total. Now suppose you have selected print on both sides. Print on both sides means like you have a A4 sheet. For example, like I have this A4 sheet. Okay? So print on both sides means that the document will get printed on this side also, on the front and on the back also. So on one sheet you can get 2 printouts, 2 sheet printouts on a single sheet. One is this side, another is this side. Okay. So if you have 10 pages in your document, so the printout, the total number of print pages will be 5 because the printing is on both the sides. Now another thing is that is collated and uncollated. Now what is this? This is a very important option or feature you can say. Collated means, example again, I have 5 pages in my document. मेरा जो document है वो 5 pages का है and I require 30 copies of that. उस 5 page document की मुझे 30 copies चाहिए. तो when I will select the option collated, it means that it will get printed in a type of set. यानी पहले जो 5 पेजेस हैं वो एक बार प्रिंट होंगे 1 2 3 4 5 पेजेस, देन अगेन 1 2 3 4 5, देन अगेन 1 2 3 4 5, देन अगेन 1 2 3 4 5 एंड इट विल गो सो ऑन अकॉर्डिंग टू द नंबर ऑफ कॉपीज रिक्वायर्ड. यानी जो हमारा डॉक्यूमेंट है वो सेट बन के आएगा. फर्स्ट सेट ऑल 5 पेजेस, सेकेंड सेट ऑल 5 पेजेस, थर्ड सेट ऑल 5 पेजेस, फोर्थ सेट ऑल 5 पेजेस. तो इफ आई एम रिक्वायरिंग 30 कॉपीज, इट मीन्स मेरे 30 सेट्स, ठीक है, ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएट हो जाएंगे. When we select the option that is uncollated, uncollated means that it will not come, the document will not get printed in the form of sets, it will get printed in the form of individual sheet. Now suppose I have 5 sheets in my document, 5 pages are there in my document and 30 copies are required. So for the first time, the first page, all the 30 copies will get printed. यानी सबसे पहले जो फर्स्ट पेज है उसकी 30 कॉपीज प्रिंट होंगी, then the second page 30 copies will get print, then the third page the 30 copies will get print and so on. So in uncollated part I will not get what, the print as a form of set. Fine, this is the difference between collated and uncollated. Now page orientation, you all know that there are only two page orientation, one is portrait, another is landscape. So you can choose any one, whatever you want, landscape. Then next is we have a page size, on which page you want to take a printout, whether it is letter, whether it is legal, A5, A3, A4. So you can select the desired page size. Margins, by default it is normal. You can narrow the margins, you can mirror, whatever you want, you can select the margin. Now next is how many pages per sheet you want. Means, like suppose we have 5 pages. So if we are giving a print command by default, so what we'll be doing? We are taking printout of 5 pages on 5 individual sheet. Now suppose I want that on one sheet, one A4 sheet, 2 pages will get printed or 3 pages will get printed. So what I have to do? I have to select from here. 1 page per sheet means 1 page on one sheet. 2 pages per sheet means, suppose I have 5 pages in my document and I have selected the option 2 pages per sheet. So on one sheet, one A4 sheet, the first 2 pages will get printed. On the second sheet, other 2 pages will get printed, and on the third sheet the leftover 1 page will get printed. Now suppose I have selected 4 pages per sheet, यानी एक ही पेज पे 4 शीट, एक ही शीट के ऊपर A4 शीट के ऊपर मेरे जो डॉक्यूमेंट हैं उसके 4 पेजेस प्रिंट हो जाएंगे. तो दैट इज यू कैन चूज अकॉर्डिंग टू योर रिक्वायरमेंट. So this is all about printing the document. So we have finished up with this unit 3, that is digital documentation. So total there are 4 parts in this unit 3, part 1, part 2, part 3, and this is the final part, that is part 4. So if students, if you have really enjoyed this video, if you had learned something, then please like this video and share it with your friends. And if you are new to our channel, then please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for latest updates and notification. So thank you so much dear student. Thank you.